The matchup for the Denver Broncos this Sunday could have major playoff implications. This is your Denver Sports Daily for October 2nd. Let's go.
Taking you through your morning headlines, it's Denver Sports Daily with Rachel V. Hill.
The Denver Broncos are expected to go to 3-2 this Sunday as they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Odds makers expect the Broncos to win by a 3-point margin. Shouldn't be too much of a surprise, being that the Raiders have major players dealing with some injuries and other problems. Max Crosby and Michael Mayer are both questionable, and Davante Adams will most likely sit after informing the Raiders that he would like to be traded, and we'll get into that a bit more later. But those are some of the major things that they're going to be dealing with that may hold them back from winning. Mostly tied at 2-2, except for the undefeated Chiefs. This matchup could have major playoff implications. So there's a lot, like with the Chargers and the Raiders and the Broncos, they're all close. And then the Broncos have the Raiders and the Chargers in back-to-back weeks. If they can come out on top of both those games, they would take a 4-2 lead over teams that would already have 3 losses with the Chargers and the Raiders. So this is a major stretch that the Broncos are going to be playing, and because they won't see these teams again until the end of the season, where the records could be more expanded. So this could have a major playoff implication with this game coming up, especially with these two rivals going at each other. I know it's going to be a great game. I'm going to be down there. I'm going to be watching the game. I know it's going to be a fun time. So this is going to be huge. Everybody should be tuned in. And luckily, the Broncos are projected to win. So hopefully they can bring that onto the field with them. Now, back to Davante Adams. He requested a trade from the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders said they are open to trading the star wide receiver for picks. Adams is in his 3rd season with the Raiders after they sent a 1st and a 2nd round pick to the Packers for him back in 2022. Many are speculating that the Jets, Packers, and Chiefs be prime suitors. And now there's the issue with cap space too. So the Commanders, I know that the Commanders, I'm forgetting some of the other teams there, but the Jets are up there. The Cowboys are up there. They all have space to pick him up this season with $13.6 million left on his contract for the season. That's obviously a huge trade, especially in the AFC West. That's big time with a star wide receiver like that, who is one of the best in the league and maybe has fallen off a little bit. You can make that case, but he's still one of the most elite quarterbacks in the league, requesting a trade to leave the Raiders in the AFC West to likely not be in the AFC any longer. Hopefully, at least. I would want him out of the AFC and at least out of the AFC West. But huge news coming out of the AFC West with that trade request. So we're going to keep you updated on that. There could be a trade as soon as this week, but I assume they'll probably either wait till the trade deadline or wait until the end of the season when they can maybe get something more for him with draft capital. Ex-Bronco Von Miller has received a 4-game suspension from the NFL. The Super Bowl MVP was handed the suspension after violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. The suspension is most likely tied to his alleged domestic assault incident that came about last November. Miller has denied all allegations, and the charges against him were dropped. However, the NFL can still hold up suspensions no matter if there's a conviction or not. A bit strange, being that it was dropped and that, he's denied all allegations and there was no conviction, but the NFL can still hold it up, being that he was in the news. Kind of strange that they can hold it up, but, the NFL's got to do what it's got to do. And if you're in the news for something like that, they want to make sure that they're preserving their standpoint of being a forward and, making sure that they're holding players accountable. So we'll keep you updated on that situation. The MLB playoffs kicked off yesterday with the first games of the wild card round. The Detroit Tigers took down the Houston Astros. The Kansas City Royals beat the Baltimore Orioles 1-0. And the New York Mets beat the Milwaukee Brewers 8-4. As well as that, the San Diego Padres defeated the Atlanta Braves 4-0. Now, I don't know if I'm wrong here, but I feel like that's a lot of upsets there. The Royals, the Mets, the Padres, and the Tigers all winning that. I expected the Braves to win. I know I expected the Brewers to win, and I definitely expected the Astros to win. So honestly, I'm happy that all of those teams lost except for the Braves. I'm a Braves fan, but the Astros, the Brewers, not. I want to see the Mets and the Detroit Tigers go far. So that's going to be an interesting playoffs. I'm really excited. MLB playoff season is one of my favorite times of the year. October comes around and then MLB's kicking off. It's getting into postseason. Basketball starting up. Hockey's starting up. We're full-fledged into football season now. This is going to be one of the best times of the year, and I love watching MLB playoffs. It is so much fun to watch. All right, that's going to do it for all your news. I'd love to read some of your comments now. Perfect. Let's see. Let's go. Beat the Raiders. I hope we can. There's no reason we can't. The Broncos have been on a roll these past 2 weeks, and they've looked amazing. So there's no reason they can't beat up a beat down already Raiders team with all that problems in the locker room. There's no reason that the Broncos can't win. They're a strong team, and I have total faith that they'll win. Let's see. The defense will hopefully keep us in the game. It will be up to our dismal offense to step up at all positions. I agree. Our defense has been incredible. And the offense, yes, has looked lackluster at some points, but I think they just need to, Bo Nix has obviously shown growth, and maybe the last game wasn't the best game for him. He only had, I believe, 64 yards passing, but still, he had a passing touchdown. He was converting, and we won the game. That's what matters. We won the game. So if they can keep playing around him and, creating plays for him to succeed, because his running ability is incredible. Cortland Sutton can catch any ball that's thrown at him. I think that this can be a successful team, and the Raiders defense is not looking as good as it has in past years, and ours is looking even better than it has in past years. So there's no reason that our defense can't make up for our offense. I firmly believe that we should be able to win this game. It's going to be great, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Well, that's going to do it for your Denver Sports Daily today. I will be with you guys again tomorrow. And for most of October, if you don't know, Rachel is out on her getting married and on her honeymoon. So congratulations to her. I'm going to be with you guys, bringing you all the latest news and keeping you updated. But other than that, I've got nothing else for you. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.